it's your girl Yeliz, and today I am here to talk about how I felt about the Xbox showcase. Just like many, I loved it. But before I get into it, I want to welcome all the new faces. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of the channel. I am focusing on gaming stuff, so it's just good to have fellow gamers with me to see my face and to talk about games, man. Like, I love this stuff, and I'm just glad to have like-minded people around, so welcome. And I really do appreciate everyone watching my recent reaction videos. They've been really successful videos, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you. But yes, moving on, let's talk about the Xbox showcase. Other than the fact that it was incredible, that it was amazing, that it was fulfilling, and that was very satisfying. I was captivated from start to end of this showcase, and I've not felt like that or remembered doing that for a very long time. Like, that is cool. That's why I'm just so impressed and I'm taken away by it. The show for me was a 9 out of 10. I wanted to express that with you guys real quick. And yeah, so I do want to talk a little bit about the games that were announced and where I kind of stand with them, just so we can get to know each other and understand where I stand with Xbox and Xbox games and all that kind of stuff. So we had a preview of Black Ops 6. I tend to buy Black Ops games all the time, but they are not my be-all end-all of you know, who I am, what I like to consume my gaming time with. But yes, I own it strictly for Call of Duty Zombies, to play with other people, of course. Not very often, but when I do, it's always a great time. And to experience the story mode, because I enjoy them. I don't know why, they're different, you know, and I love Medal of Honor back in the day, so I just get a little bit of that. And for all like the super duper Call of Duty fans, like you guys are eating right now. That's amazing. It's really cool. Right after Call of Duty, we had Doom Dark Ages. I really enjoyed the reveal of that. I did react to it, but I just didn't have time to upload it because I had to prioritize other things and watch a live show at the same time. So it got a bit complex for me towards the end. But we did good, guys. We did good. It's so cool to see how beautiful he is. I really like his look and his design. He's always had that classic look, and he just doesn't really need anything more. But he does have a shield now, which is amazing, and like the dragon riding is so sick. I'm very excited, and obviously looking forward to the soundtrack of Doom games is always a highlight to them for me. So thumbs up for Doom. And then not long after Doom, we had State of Decay 3. Again, I have played it once before, but it wasn't a really captivating experience for me. Again, I'm not an online gamer type person, which, you know, it does suck a lot of the time because I do miss out. But at the same time, I have this thing with video games where I don't want to be interrupted. And sometimes I even struggle streaming because I don't get to, I'm very selfish with my gaming experiences, basically. So yeah, State of Decay 3 is not something that I ever really got into, but it's on Game Pass. So we're winning. And then we saw a cinematic trailer for Dragon Age Veilguard, which, you know, was an interesting trailer to say the least. I really like the style of it. The animation was really fantastic as well, and just the way the characters were designed was super sick. Again, not a game that I'm super crazy for, but something that I will dive into. I don't quite remember if that has a Game Pass release, but yes, I don't know. Starfield also made an appearance, and I'm really happy for Starfield players, but Starfield is not a game that I have invested in. Not that it's not good, I'm sure it has its goods and bads, but not something that I made time to invest in. So congratulations to everyone who loves Starfield. And then the Fallout 76 Skylines. That was something different. Again, I'm not an online person, so Fallout 76 wasn't something that I really invested time in. But to see the ghoul come back and all that kind of stuff, like it's a ghoul skin, it's sick. It's really cool. So I'm happy for Fallout lovers. Also, Expedition 33. This freaked me out. I love this trailer. Everything about it was fantastic. It kind of gave me like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink vibes and like turn-based open world dopeness. Just a really cool trailer that I was super impressed with, and I just loved the enemy designs in this as well, and the boss fight, the areas, just it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it, and I do have a reaction video for that, so you can check it out. And this will be available on Game Pass, which is amazing. South of Midnight. Now, when I first saw the cinematic trailer for it with that beautiful Sasquatch man playing the ukulele or whatever, I'm pretty sure it was just an instrument that he was playing and he was singing, and that was just so mind-blowing to me, and I love the style of it and just the character creations, and seeing the gameplay for it, like that Miles Morales Spider-Man kind of like stop motion animation, just such a variety of styles to this game is impressive, and the colors and the little mini boss fights and just what's to come is so exciting. So my goodness, it's such a refreshing looking game that I can't wait to dabble into. The World of Warcraft stuff, again, not something that I ever got into, and the fact that, you know, Xbox owns Activision Blizzard, it was just there to be there, I guess. But congratulations to Warcraft lovers. And we got a little bit of a closer look to Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. He looks great, feels good, looks good, very cool, tactical, espionage, classic feel of Metal Gear. Again, I don't know if I can ever love it the way that I did way back when, but I'm excited to be able to. It is something that I will give a go eventually anyway. The Sea of Thieves, again, I'm happy for everyone that plays it. I'm not one of the people that do, but again, it was an interesting little trailer to see, and you know, it's cool to see the things that others enjoy that have potential with me also, you know, but I just invest in certain things, and when I feel like I don't have things to invest in, then games like Sea of Thieves is something that I will give it a go, but just not in a rush. Not long after that, we did get Flintlock. Now, I remember seeing a fair bit of this game way before, so, you know, it was cool to see it come back again. It seems like a super interesting Souls-like-ish game that I will be giving a go because Game Pass, like, hell yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of Game Pass. I just love the fact that I have the opportunity to give it a go. I have the opportunity to be like, I can figure out whether I like it or not, instead of paying so much to invest in something that I might not like. So yeah, I'm in. Age of Mythology, it was a really cool trailer. I loved the designs of everyone in it for sure, but again, not my thing, and congratulations to the people's thing it is. We got a Perfect Dark trailer. Now again, that Perfect Dark is one of those games where I'm like, I'll play it just because it's there and Game Pass, but why? You know, like, not in a negative way why, but just like I didn't realize Perfect Dark was popular enough for it to be rising up from the dead type thing. Like, I'm grateful, looks kind of Deus Ex-y, hacking, I don't know, just a game that I don't understand why is coming, but I'm glad it looks good. Now, the Diablo 4 trailer, I always expect Blizzard to make the craziest cinematic trailers ever. Regardless whether I like the game, regardless that I don't, I just know that no one makes cinematic trailers like the way Blizzard does. And I obviously was anticipating when I heard that it was Diablo 4, because I'm like, yes, Diablo. Love everything about Diablo's characters and the vibe of Diablo. So I just knew it was going to be a sick trailer, but I did not expect for it to be that good. Like, if you watch my reaction video whenever you want, if you feel like you want to, I was gobsmacked. Like, my mouth was wide open that whole time. I looked like an absolute weirdo. It was just getting crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier, and just when you think that it's not crazy, it's the craziest. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, it was an absolute masterpiece of a cinematic trailer. I was, whew, yes. Fable, not very much else to say about Fable except the fact that it's gonna be dope. It looks quirky, it looks fun, it is quirky, it's beautiful, graphically impressive. I'm just so ready to dive into such a fantasy fairy tale like world that I feel like I haven't had in a long time. Like, everything's always been dark and twisted, which is very me. I love that. But like, switching it up a little bit and still having its dark and twisted moments, except in a more quirky, interesting way, is very exciting. So yes to Fable all day long. Frag Punk, again, not my style of game, but cinematic trailer wise, absolutely sick. Such a mad art style, very impressive. Again, I'm not interested in this game, but I'm interested in what I'm seeing because it looks great, and it was great. So that's awesome. It does look interesting. It is a game that I might try out to kind of change the pace of how I game, and you know, I would give it a go with something like Frag Punk. So yeah, I'm definitely willing to try new things. And again, thank you to Game Pass, I actually can allow myself to do that, which is so freeing to know. Like, guys, right now I feel like I am in 360 era again. Like, you know how good that feels? You know, I know how good you know that feels. I know that you know that I know that you know. Winterborough, again, I love indie style games. Not something that blew me away personally, of course, but you know, again, I love indie games and they're always hidden gems, and I'm sure there's amazing things to this game and that one day I could get around to it, but not a priority. But yeah, Game Pass. Mixtape. Oh my goodness, I didn't expect to like this the way that I did. It was just super captivating the whole time and very impressive, and it felt so unusual but very interesting, and it just felt like a game that you can be free with your friends with, or just, I don't know, there's something super freeing about this game. That energy that I got, it just seemed like such a beautiful little experience. Stunning. And of course, a flight simulator. It's for the ones who know how to play it and the ones who embrace it, hell yeah. You know, like, I admire you. It's not a talent of mine. I don't know what it is with video games, but if I have to like control something in space or in the air or like a flying motor, it does not work out well for me. So good on you and good for you. And then they were celebrating the Elder Scrolls Online stuff, which, congratulations for ESO players. Yes, look at all the awesomeness that has come of ESO. Enjoy. Life is Strange. Life is Strange to me was strange. It's not a game that I really got into, therefore I haven't followed up with all of the things that came out afterwards. But I know that it's a success, and I know that it's super popular amongst a lot of people, so good for you guys. And yeah. And then we got Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, again, I'm grateful that it's coming to Game Pass because it isn't something that I would personally spend money on, but looks really cool. You know, nothing that it makes me want to cry home to my mum and tell her how awesome this thing is and how excited I am for it. But willing to check it out. Mecha Break was another one, and not my style, but super dope and good for the people who play it. Hell yes, it does look really cool. Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. Now, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, I've been seeing gameplay of this game, and I didn't realize that it was that game until it was revealed that it was Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. And it's basically, it looks annoyingly and sounds annoyingly like Bloodborne, but it's only annoying because it's too similar to Bloodborne, at least in the early days. So if you guys check out like previous trailers of this game, then like the backstab animation, the like parrying with a pistol animation, sounds and everything is just so Bloodborne. It did my head in for a little bit because I'm like, this is such a copy of Bloodborne, but it's a cool chick doing cool things with mad enemy design. So how much of a problem really is it? Everything is trying to be like a Souls-like, obviously, for good reason. But yeah, so the fact that it's coming to Xbox is really cool, and that it's still alive. I literally just thought it was dead, but it's not. Speaking of Bloodborne, I am representing today. I have here the Hunter, and I have the Cleric Beast. So sick. So cool. But yes, Avowed, something that I will try out, but nothing that I'm overly excited for. But the most impressive artwork, man. Like, every time I look at this artwork, I'm like, I kind of want this piece hanging on my wall. Amazing art. Like, check it out. Then we got a little bit of Atomfall again, just something that's there for the sake of being there for me right now, because at this point I am pretty overwhelmed. And yeah, I mean, there's a market for everything. There's an audience for everything. So I hope it's going to be a good time. Ah, deliciously, we got a little bit more of Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I flipped out. It just looks more personal this time. Like, it doesn't feel like you're an assassin in a world. It feels like you are a part of the world. Like, I feel like me and the world are grounded and we're connected through a lot of the gameplay that I saw. So it just feels like a more heavy style Assassin's Creed game, which is fair. Like, I like that. Seeing the difference between Nawe and Yasuke is really beautiful, and both of them look beautiful. Like, Nawe, I wasn't really taken away by her outfit. I thought it was super bland and very boring, but for some reason in the gameplay trailer it looked different, like it looked better, so that's really cool to say. And Yasuke, of course, he's gorgeous. I'm super excited for it. There's just yes for Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then we got some Stalker 2. Stalker 2 looked really cool. Something that I will definitely play. Not in a rush to play, but something that I will play. You know, it has my vibe. It's got my style. It's definitely really beautiful looking. And I'm down to explore worlds like that. So I'm looking forward to Stalker 2 for sure. And then they revealed some extra new consoles, which is like, literally like, why? It's the same thing, except it's a different color and you put a little bit more memory in it that you should have had from the get. I don't know, I'm not trying to be a hater, and that galaxy looking Xbox with the green, I like the green, but I don't quite like that galaxy, like, lazy art splatter piece. Nothing too exciting with these consoles for me personally. I really like the look of the Xbox One X, oh my god. This is the 4th time I'm trying to do this. I hate the way Xbox names their consoles. Xbox Series X in white looks nice, actually, to me. I feel like that'll look really good next to the PlayStation 5. And last but not least, the trailer that made me so emotional. The trailer that got so many views. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction for E-Day's reaction for Gears of War. But seeing young Dom and young Marcus just being there for each other again, and how things were before they started, the way we experienced Gears of War. It's just really cool to go back and just to see them grow together and to see their relationship and, you know, how they had to bond and what they had to do for each other to get to where they are today. It's just, and the music man, it was such a throwback. It was such a stab in the heart. And again, I got super emotional because I do miss this series. I love this series so much, and I feel like it's so good to be connected back with the Gears of War franchise again. And yes, like for me, it's so much yes. I've watched that trailer at least 7 times already, so it definitely affected me, to say the least. But yes, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I want to welcome everyone again. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm so ready and willing to, you know, get to know you guys and you guys get to know me. And especially if you're all gamers, I just want to be around you. I want to be surrounded by more people like you. So welcome and thank you. Let's go.